When we think of the goddess Lakshmi, we usually think of wealth, right? Of riches. But what if her true blessing is something, well, something way more profound? We're about to see that it's much, much deeper and honestly more powerful than you might think. So let me ask you, when you hear the name Lakshmi, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, yeah, it's probably gold coins, maybe some overflowing treasure chests, just pure material prosperity. But that, as we're about to find out, is really just scratching the surface. See, her influence goes way beyond the bank account. We're going to dive into Lakshmi's fundamental role as this cosmic, sustaining power, an energy that really shapes our entire experience of abundance. So, at her core, who is Lakshmi? Well, in the tradition, she is the Shakti, that's the active, sustaining power of Bhagavan Vishnu. So, try to think of her not just as a giver of stuff, but as the very energy that upholds and maintains harmony in the entire universe. And her domain is huge. I mean, yeah, of course, material wealth is on the list, but look at this. So are things like power, your position in society, honor, respect, even entire kingdoms. She governs the whole spectrum of what it means to possess and sustain things in our lives. And this brings us to the real heart of the matter, the feeling of abundance. This is where it gets so interesting, because Lakshmi's truest blessing isn't about what you have. It's all about how you have it. Okay, this is such a crucial distinction to understand. Apparently, other entities can also grant you wealth, but it often comes with this package of insecurity and anxiety. That constant fear of losing it all? That's the vibe. Lakshmi's blessing, on the other hand, is what's called a harmonious possession. It's a kind of wealth that creates a deep, unshakable sense of inner security, no matter how much or how little you have. This really gets to the core of it. Her greatest gift is that internal feeling, a certain sense of harmony and balance. Just think about it for a second. You could be a billionaire and feel totally insecure, constantly worried, or you could have just enough to get by and feel completely at peace. That peace, that inner equilibrium, that is the true signature of Lakshmi's blessing. So, the big question is, how do we actually get this harmony in our own lives? Well, this is where the spiritual gets incredibly practical. The key is in this simple but really powerful idea. Our external space directly shapes our internal state. Her upasana, which is basically her worship and how you connect with her, isn't just about closing your eyes and focusing inward. It actually requires a harmonious external environment. The energy of your physical surroundings, it's like a direct conduit to her balanced, sustaining energy. So, how do we create this kind of space? It's actually surprisingly simple, but so powerful. It really just boils down to three key things for our environment: cleanliness, good old-fashioned organization, and an overall feeling of balance. The whole goal here is to create a physical space where the energy just feels whole and in balance, not all scattered and chaotic. Your environment should feel good. It should feel secure. That physical harmony is basically the antenna that you use to tune into your spiritual harmony. And to make this point totally clear, the source material gives us this really powerful contrast. Think of it as a tale of two goddesses, and their very, very different needs. This comparison just makes it click, doesn't it? Lakshmi, like we've been saying, requires physical harmony, a clean, balanced, organized space. But then you've got Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, music, and art. She can actually thrive in creative chaos. I mean, just picture a brilliant artist's messy desk with stuff everywhere, but that's where incredible work is born. That's Saraswati's energy. Lakshmi's is the complete opposite. She flourishes in order. All right, let's pull all of this together for the ultimate takeaway. After exploring her power, her nature, and how to connect with her, what is the one greatest gift, the real prize that we can receive? It's this. More than gold, more than power, the absolute greatest blessing of Lakshmi is a deep, profound, unshakable sense of contentment. It's that internal feeling that you are exactly where you need to be, with exactly what you need to have. Now that is true wealth. And so, I'll leave you with a question. Just take a second and look around you, right now. Look at your desk, your room, your home. Is the space you've created actually inviting harmony? It's a powerful thought to consider. Thanks for joining this explainer.